camera. Once I cut it on, now I got to make another tape.
I love that song. That is real R&B.
Okay, Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. We're in Roselle Park. We had a misunderstanding about Roselle, New Jersey. We're looking for Roselle Park, but it's actually 1 acre park in Roselle, which I'm very familiar with. I used to live in Plainfield many years ago. I'm here interviewing Joanne Jefferson, and she's her book, Daddy's Girl, The Ultimate Covering. So often that there's not a daddy, not just as we many times over-dramatize in the black community. There's no black dads. Today there's no white dads. There's no Asian dads. There's no Spanish dads. Dad is just absent. But to talk with a woman with great experience in business, and with her Jefferson Foundation, helping many people go to school, the kids that she gives scholarships. I've witnessed it over 5 times, over 5 years, going to her fashion shows, and the kids getting their scholarship and never reaching back. But that never deter her from continuing to give that energy, mental energy and economic energy out to the young people to help them in their life journey. Ms. Jefferson is part of this book.
Yes.
You didn't actually write the whole book, right? You just one chapter. And to go in depth of your dad, all right,
she also does
at this pivotal moment in history, you're talking about your father.
Yes.
Which is a good thing. So go ahead.
What's the point?
Yes. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about my book because I want everybody to purchase it. I just want to let everybody know that there are some good dads out. I had a good dad. My dad was with me from day one until he passed away. And he was gone like 45 years. And I still love him and I still miss him. And I want everybody to know that don't give up on dads. Please don't. Because there are a lot of good dads out there. Because I had one. And I just want to let you know that my Heavenly Father is also took the place of my dad. And he watches over me and he protects me and he gives me whatever I want and whatever I need. And I thank God for watching over me. I didn't know how good God was, but now I know how good he is. He watches over me. Everything I do, he just pours out so many blessings on me. So I just want everybody to say, don't give up on dads. There's still some good dads out there.
I know you don't want to give the heart of the book out, but from on your chapters that you've written, can you just give us a little bit of what maybe you said in honor of your father? Can you give his name also so the ancestors can hear in the universe that his name is being called?
Well, his name is Nathaniel Marable, and it was 6 of us. I hate to say, but all 5 of them passed away. I'm the only living one. And my brother just passed away, my oldest brother. And my father was into working. He always wanted everybody to work. All he said was, work don't hurt. That's all he said all through the house. Work don't hurt, work don't hurt. And in my book, I just tell how good my father was to me, how good he is of a person. Well, like I always keep mentioning it, which I didn't mention in my book, but my dad filled out my first application. I was 16 years old. I didn't even know what an application was.
But from that job, from 16 to 43 years later?
Yes.
So it's the same job?
Yes.
So he filled out your application when you were 16 and you never had to fill out another application.
I didn't know how.
You never, so you never filled out another application?
I never filled out another
application.
Oh
my God, that right there is a story within itself.
Yes, I know. I love telling that story.
43 years, the same
job. I worked for Pathmark for 43 years. And my dad always said, don't leave your job. You got pension, you get a Social Security.
Sure.
And at 16, I didn't know what no Social Security or a pension was, but I didn't know I was listening to him. But
so you've seen many managers come and go?
Yes, but I thank God I listen because now I'm retired and I get my Social Security and my pension. And I thank God for my dad who told me to stay on your job and don't quit because you have a pension and Social Security for the rest of your life.
And Ms. Jefferson, although we talk about the book, but we know that the 3rd of October you're having a fashion show.
Yes.
So can you give the audience a little bit about this fashion show?
October the 3rd, we're having a fashion show. The Miss Black America, the Miss Diva, the Miss Silver Diva, Miss Elegant Diva. I just love helping the community. I think I started when my dad was sick because I used to help him. And he was in the hospital. I never missed a day. I stood in the hospital. I helped my dad. And from then on, I didn't know that I was going to turn out to be a community person.
Wow.
But I owe it to my dad. I look back and I owe it to him because I was really, really hurt that my dad was sick and I catered to him. So now in September, I'm getting ready to go to school to be an RN.
Is that for real?
Yes.
This September?
Well, I'm trying to go to Essex County College, but they ain't picking
So
up
this
the
September
phone.
now? Or you saying next September?
No, it was supposed to be this September,
Okay,
but
okay.
nobody's answering
Because of the
phone
COVID and everything.
Because of the COVID.
Other than that, you would be going to school. Oh my God!
Yes,
Wow,
so-
you're career driven and everything, and I don't even know what else driven you because you done had a career already.
Yes.
So wow.
We have 2 restaurants, Jefferson's Cafe, and we have one in Orange.
The Jefferson Cafe is where?
She said that she
Jefferson Cafe is 88 Maple Avenue
In Montclair?
Montclair, New Jersey.
Okay.
And Jay's Southern Style Cafe is in Orange, New Jersey.
Okay.
Did I say that right? Did I say the Jefferson's Cafe, 88 Maple Avenue, is in Montclair.
Okay.
Once again,
And
I'm the editor
Jay's
of the book,
Southern
so
Style
when I was reading
Cafe
each chapter,
is in Orange, New
excited
Jersey.
to
And
see
what
the
street is that?
different
And that's
perspectives
16
that
South
we came
Center
from.
Street.
Okay.
In
My
Orange, New
favorite
Jersey,
chapters
and I just love to help
from
people. I
Sister
give a lot of
Jackie
workshops on how to start a business.
Clap it up.
And I also,
And one day we need to cover you when you're doing that.
yeah,
We
I
need to
will.
really cover so we can have it for a historical record.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And because I also have a cleaning company, I also have a home health aid company.
Oh, wow.
And I also have a loving and caring, a living assistant company.
Okay. So you put people to work.
I just love putting people to work. And I'm in school right now for crime scene cleanup because I like to help people to get a job. I don't know why, but I do. I guess I got that from my dad. That's why I wrote the book. Because Dad said, always work. Work don't hurt. He said that through the whole house. Work don't hurt.
A job really changed the complexity of a person.
Yeah, it changed
job,
me.
yeah,
I never got in trouble. I never did the drugs, never did the alcohol, never did this, never did that, because I always showed up at work. And every time I had to do something, I'd say, you got to wait till I get out of work. I'll do it. But it didn't interfere with my job.
All right. Okay, well, again, this is Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. Good evening.
And caused me to question my purpose.